Hello, 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 hello. We are slightly late this evening. I do apologise. But we're here. Nicola, hello. First to comment today. How are you? Carol, hello, my lovely. How are you? Okay, just putting everything in the correct spot. Hi Talia, hi Mandy, hello, hello, hello. So again, I do apologise that we're running slightly late, but we're here now. I don't know if I've posted the order list. No, I didn't. Okay, so the order list has been posted on the page now. Again, I apologise. So if you have ordered, I've just posted that there, and if you would like to order, there is still space available. Now, Scoop has finished. However, we do have some leftover order of Scoop. So you may see, if that person's here today, you may see Scoop again, but it's not available to purchase. Okay, so we do have our new game in, which is, so we've still got the butterflies. The butterflies will be coming down. Honestly, getting poorly completely threw me off track, so it will be happening. But the new game today is called Curious Crunch. Okay, so it's a little bit different. Hello, 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 welcome to everybody. Hi Sherry, Emma, Sue, Nicola, Lillian. Hi Sophie and Sarah. So Curious Crunch is basically, we've got these apples. I can't show you any more than that there, but the apples. Now I did label the apples myself, which means the numbers are going to be backwards to you guys, but hopefully you'll be able to see what numbers are what. Now inside these apples there, oh, just popped it off, let me just pop it back on. Inside these apples there are items of jewellery. The aim of the game is you pick which number apple you'd like. So there is 1 to 9. Now I know you can't see the numbers properly from where you are, but when you say number 1 to 9, I'll then bring that number forward so you can see that it's the correct apple. You then need to decide and guess what you think would be in the apple itself. So the options are a silver pendant, which is any silver pendant or cage pendant, a crystal pendant, which is a overall crystal pendant. So the silver pendants may have small crystals on them, so when it says crystal pendant, it means that it's like base is a full crystal for the pendant. So silver pendant, crystal pendant, earrings or bracelet. Okay, so if you guess which one you think is in there, if you get it incorrectly, it doesn't matter, that whatever's in there is still yours. We'll do your oyster opening and carry on, and then that will be your item. Then if of course you're not happy with the pearls, you can swap them. If you get it right, you get to see what is inside the number apple you've chosen, and then because you've got it right, you then have the option whether to stick with that one, or you can pick another apple and go for whatever is inside the other apple. Okay, so if you get that first initial guess right, it gives you then more options later on. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So that's on the website under the fun section, also the new in section. Obviously we've still got normal orders going ahead today as well, and all oysters are available as well. Quick update on the lives coming. So we're live obviously today, Sunday and Tuesday. Okay, we're then definitely not live on Friday, and Sunday I've got down at the moment as no live. However, if my son is doing well, then I will be going live, but I won't know that until probably Sunday itself, so I can't say either way there, but we're definitely not live next Friday. Okay, so but that is all in the event section with all the pre-planned lives there, so you'll be able to see that all there. Okay, so shall we get started, and then if anything else comes to me, I'll always throw it in as always. So up first today then is Alison Jarrett. Alison, are you here? Oh, I bet she was so excited, Jackie. Sophie, I'm glad you're feeling better. Kath, good evening, my lovely. My son, yeah, he's fine. So he's having a operation, for one which we've been waiting for since he was a baby, basically. So yeah, his operation is on Friday. So because of that, yeah, I'm obviously not going to be going live next Friday. And then if he's okay, if he's recovering well, then I will be going live on Sunday. If, of course, depends on how he is. If he would like me obviously to stay with him, then I won't be going live on the Sunday. So it all depends on him, but I won't know that, like I say, until the Sunday. So yeah, he is absolutely fine. He's just going in for his operation. So I'm looking for Alison Jarrett. Alison, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. It'll bring your comment forward so I can see you. And if anyone else can see Alison, please comment on that comment because it will bring it forward so I can see as well. So last call for Alison. If not, we'll move on. And then if she comes on, we can add her back in again, but it will be to the end of the order list. Thank you, Jackie. Okay, so I haven't seen Alison yet, so let's just mark her as not here yet. Then, like I say, if she comes on, we'll add her back in again. Up next is Sarah McCarthy. Sarah, are you here? And Sarah, I believe you've just commented actually, which is perfect. Just confirm that you're still here, my lovely. Sarah, hello, hello, hello. Okay, so Sarah, you've got one oyster opening altogether. What type of oyster would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? I might just pop the apples just to the side slightly so I'm not going to knock them all over when I reach for a bag. Can you have a mystery and give away, so donate the shells? Okie dokie. Is there a certain... Oh my gosh. It's a bit early for my voice to crack, isn't it? Is there a certain colour that you're hoping for at all? So, mystery oyster, let's go down. Good luck, my lovely. So you've got a double pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. So you can see that there's no pearls on that side. I can, however, see that, Sarah, you have got multiple pearls in there. We've got 1, 2, 3. Just having a squidge. And there's no more in that one, which means you have triples. You have got 3 pearls in your oyster, Sarah. Now, all 3 pearls are yours. Okay, so I will need to know which one you'd like to go on the jewellery, but the other ones are yours to keep as well. And of course, if you're not happy with the colours themselves, we can swap one or all of them, so that's going to be up to you. If we go through the colours for you, your first one is a 2-tonal Tardis and Pepsi blue. So the Tardis blue is that darker shade there. The Pepsi blue is that lighter shade. So you can see as we go around there, beautiful shades of blue. So that's pearl number 1. Pearl number 2 is a blurple. So blurple is a mix between blue and purple. Now, as you can see here, you've got gorgeous 2-tonal blurples here. So you've actually got the darker section, which to me looks more purple. and then you've got that lighter, beautiful shade of purpley blue as well. So two-tonal blurple. And then your last one is a gunmetal grey. Again, he's got a slight spacey feel to him because he's got slight silver shades running through there as well. What do you think to these? So two-tonal TARDIS and Pepsi blue, a two-tonal blurple, and a two-tonal gunmetal grey. Now, if you're happy with these, I'll need to know which one you'd like on the jewellery. If you're not happy, I can of course swap them for you. Patsy, I used to have an 18 charm, yes. If you can see the 18 charm on the website, my lovely, it might be under the clearance section. If you'd like that without a pearl, pop me an email over and I can send you over a quote for the charm itself without a pearl. Or if you're happy to have the oyster opening, you can purchase through the website, but then you don't have to have the pearl attached onto the jewellery. Chanel, Caitlin and Emily, hello. Can we swap for a whiter one? Okie dokie. And you'd like to swap the dark one. So hopefully this will be correct. Just confirm if this is right. So have a look here. So I've swapped out this dark one and I've added in that white one there. Just confirm if that's correct, Sarah. Yeah, okay. And are you happy? Is it the white one that you'd like to go onto the jewellery? And then your purple and blue as your loose pearls. I'm fine, thank you, Cindy. I hope you're well as well. Yes, okie dokie. Let me bring you back up again and then I'll write that all down for you. So white will be going on the jewellery and then these two are your loose pearls. Okay. Sarah, I hope you're happy with that. May you give the blue one away, please. Yes, what would you like to do with it? Do you mean to gift it to somebody, or what would you like to do? Both of them gift. Okay, so let me just make sure I've got this right. We've got the white pearl on the jewellery, and then you'd like to gift the blue and the purple. Is that correct? Yes, okay. Would you like to gift it to anyone in particular, or would you like to, for example, gift one to the next person on the order list and one to the person after that, or however you'd like to do it? Or is there anyone in particular that you'd like to do? Like anyone from the comments or anything like that? It's completely up to you. It's extremely kind of you. So yeah, is there a certain way you'd like to do it? I mean, they're two beautiful pearls. anyone. Oh, bless you. I don't want to choose. Sarah, choose. Let me know how you'd like to gift them. It's the 2 online, please. So the next 2 on the order list, is that right? Yes, okay, perfect. So I've just popped them in a bag then. So then the next 2 people on the order list, I will obviously gift those to them from yourself. No, you don't have to say, don't be sorry, my lovely. I myself can't either. So it's not a problem at all. I just like to double check with everyone that I've got it correct. So yeah, you don't need to apologise at all. I haven't, there hasn't been an issue. But Sarah, that's extremely nice of you, my lovely, and I will do that on your behalf. With your order itself, I hope you're happy with everything there, my lovely. Thank you for the donations with your shells as well, and I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. And that's safe up there for you. Oh, bless you, Tara. It is very nice. So just double checking that's all okay, Sarah, before I move on. May you see the... What one is it? I can have a quick look for you. I don't normally go and find the jewellery whilst I'm on the live, just because obviously I don't have it next to me. You've been extremely kind though, so I'll break my rule this once. But you will have to bear with me a moment, and I can't guarantee to locate it. It just depends if it's here. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't sell anything that I don't have in stock with me. It just depends. Ah, yep, I've found it. You're fine. Okay, so do I have a chain? So this isn't your chain, this is just the pendant I'm grabbing here. Just popping it on this chain to show you. No, don't be sorry, it's absolutely fine. Here we go. So, oh, let's go back down again. So this is the crystal pendant. So as you can see, it is your heart. Your white pearl that you've chosen is going to be set right in the center there. Down this side of the heart you do have those crystals. Round the other half is the silver. Okay, so you, oh, let me see if I got a white board to show you, a white piece of card. I have. There we go. So I hope you're happy with that one, my lovely. Now my chain itself has got a knot in it, So let me just work this out of here. Oh, bless you, Sarah. You love it. That's perfect. Somehow I've just managed to not... I think it's because it... This is why you need to store your chains properly, guys. Because I just had it next to me as I was taking a photo earlier. I'm going to just have to take this knot out, and it must have knotted as I've picked it up. Let me just undo it. Sorry. Oh, it's harder to do with gloves on. Let me... But Sarah, like I say, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives, my lovely. Oh, I've broke my glove now. My nails come through. Oh no! Is it off? The pendant isn't knotted. It's just it won't now come off because I've... There we go. Okay, I might just have to do this later then and take the pendant off then, because I'm so sorry guys. It's just I wanted to attach this one to your order now. Ta-da! It's done. It's done. Done it. There we go. Does it really, Emma? Well, the way I do it is I hold one of the knot rounds with my... I don't squeeze it, I just hold it still with the pliers there. And then I sort of just wiggle the rest of it and it comes out. It's just harder to do with gloves, and now I've made a hole, but it's fine in my glove. Sarah, I hope you'll be happy with everything once it arrives. I've popped that on there for you as well. There we go. And that's safe up there for you. Deary me. It's okay. I think I can get away with still using this glove for now. Right. Up next then today is Cindy Brown. Cindy, are you here? Cindy, hello. Now Cindy, you have been gifted one of these pearls, so because you are next in the order line. So we've got the Blurple pearl, so I've literally just poured the next pearl, or the pearl out the bag. So the one that came out first was the Blurple. So all ready to start with, my lovely, you've got this gifted pearl to you. So I hope you're happy with that one. And you are the first person to have, I've just put tape on my thumb, that's why it's shiny. You're the first person to have a Curious Crunch. So that means I need you to pick a number. So a number apple. Which number would you like? It's brilliant, Jen. I'm like that sometimes, but yeah, when it's the smallest chains, it takes me a moment. But Cindy, 1 through to 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9, which number apple would you like? I'll remember that, Emma. So just, I suppose because you're making it jump to the next link each time you rub it. But yeah, I'll try that next time. Bless you, Chan. This one, I'm a little bit sad that I had to cover up the leaves at the top of the apple themselves with the numbers, but I didn't want to stick the numbers on the actual apple. So number 6, that's this one here. So number 6. Now I can't actually show you what's in the apple yet because the apple itself is slightly see-through, so my hand's got to stay in front of it just until you've made your guess. So apple number 6, Cindy, what is your guess? Would you like to guess in here? Is it a silver pendant, a crystal pendant, earrings, or a bracelet? What do you think? You think it's a silver pendant. Okay, so your guess is silver pendant. So we've just gone down. Number 6, so what happens here is the roof of the apple pops off, and you can see here, this is why it's, oh, it's just popped out there. This is why it's see-through. Now, your item did just pop out of the bottom dish there. And what you've got is a crystal pendant. So this, the guess is incorrect, my lovely. It does mean that you're not allowed to swap. So we do have to stick with this item. So I hope you're happy with him. So it is a crystal pendant. It is a silver night crystal, which means you've got the lighter and the darker crystals, like a smoky crystal effect there. So just as it catches the light, you can see the different silvers. Now the reverse side of this is more of a darker silver, but again, very, very reflective itself. I hope you're happy with that, Cindy. So this one here comes with one oyster opening. And with this one, you can choose to put your pearl on or off the jewellery. So that's going to be your choice. Okay, so if I bring you back up, you've got one oyster altogether. What oyster would you like? And would you like to keep, or would you like to donate your shells? I've then just topped number 6 back up again, so that is an option for the next person as well. So there's always going to be 9 options to choose from. Cindy, I hope you're happy with the crystal pendant. And Mystery Oyster, donate the shells. So you've got that 2-tonal blurple there already that was gifted to you. So that one, you can choose to have that one on the jewellery. Sorry, that's my doorbell. Oh! And I've got the dogs in here, I forgot. So sorry. Rafiki, leave. Rafiki, leave. Go lay down. Good boy. Go lay down. Leave. So sorry. I forgot I had them in here. Let me just get Aaron to... Right. Here he is. Thank you, Bab. Sorry, the doorbell. Can you take that bag as well? Does he want to stay? No, he's going. Thank you, Bab. Sorry, Cindy. Right, let's go down. I completely forgot what I was saying now. So, Mystery Oyster. From the Lion King, Tara. You've got a lighter pop there. And in here, there's your mother of pearl. And let's have a squidge in here. You've got a darker pearl there, and there's no more in that one. So this one here, he looks like he's got the dark, deep green pearl. He is. He's got that dark, deep forest green tone to him. What do you think to this one? Oh, running down the front there. Now, you can't swap the Blurple as that was your gift. However, you can swap the green. So if you're not happy with the green, I can definitely do that for you. Now, I will need to know if you'd like to have the pearl on or off the jewellery, Cindy. So that again is completely your choice. Okay, so if I run these through the board for you, I'll measure the Blurple as well, as I can't remember what size he was. The green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7. He's a 7.5. And the Blurple's not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, not an 8. He is an 8.5. Sorry, the dogs on the doorbell completely threw me then. Oh, bless them. Sometimes when I open the door to the office, they sort of ran in and go to their bed before I've even realised, like before I've even stepped through the door. So I don't even realise that they're in here until they sort of make noise. So, sneaky. Can we have the green on the jewellery? Of course you can. And the other on a hoop fitting. Okie dokie. Well, I hope you're happy with the crystal pendant itself. And then let me write this down for you. Now, you'd like to have a hoop fitting, so the invoice for that will get sent across for you over the weekend, and it will go to the email address that's on the order form. So we're going to have green on the jewellery and invoice for the other on a hoop. Perfect, I've got that down for you. So Cindy, thank you for the donations with your shells, and I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well, and that's safe up there for you. Dana, hello my lovely, I hope you're well. I've got my fan on auto. So it's going to keep sort of getting slightly louder, and then it settles back down again, just to sort of give the room a boost of cool air. So if it gets slightly loud in here, please let me know and I'll just turn it down or turn it off. But it will calm itself again in just a moment. Okay. Cindy, I'm glad you're happy. Up next today is Carol Gale. Carol, are you here? There we go, it's quietened down again. Quietened down again. So my son asked me earlier what I do on my lives, and I thought, oh, okay, I'll show you what we do. So I went on the live on the first day back after I was poorly, and I sort of skipped 10 minutes in, and we joined at one of the scoop games, and I said something. I think I said, I'll put that pearl on the website for you. And I was meant to say, I'll put that pearl on your jewellery for you. And I said, I'll put that pearl on the website for you. And then carried on. Obviously oblivious that I just completely said the wrong word. But nobody told me in the comments either that I said the wrong word. So I'm thinking, is it really that common now that I say the wrong word? That you guys, you don't even need to tell me anymore. Like, she's used to it. Like, he looked at me like, you're putting it on the website. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm putting it on the jewellery. It was so weird. Currently looking for Carol Gale. Carol, are you here? Yes, yes it is. Oh. Oh, Anne, I'm sorry. My family do, because it's a regular occurrence in my life as well. Like when I do it around my family, they just look at me like, and then I cotton on that I've said the wrong word. I sort of backtrack and then realise what I need to say. Oh, bless you, Jan. So yeah, I didn't know if you guys had just sort of didn't hear it, or if it is now just common that you just have to sort of guess the word I meant. Oh, bless you guys. Oh gosh. Hello. We all know what he was meant to say. Yeah, I know, but still, it just made me laugh that there was like no comments about it at all. We only watched 10 minutes because he didn't want to watch all of it, but then I think he got the gist of what we do. Right, I haven't actually seen Carol, so last call for Carol. If not, we'll move on. Carol, if you're here, please type I'm invisible. It'll bring your comment forward so I can see you. And as always, if anyone else can see Carol Gale, please comment on her comments because it'll bring it forward so I can see. Just going to refresh the comments here just in case I'm missing her, and I'll just go back up as well. I thought I saw her earlier, but I may have been wrong. No, I can't go up any further than that. Melissa, hello, my lovely. Okay, so I haven't seen Carol, so we'll move on. And of course, if she comes on, we'll add her back in again, but it would be to the end of the order list if I mark her as not here yet. So up next then is Kathy Rax. Kathy, I've just seen you, Kathy, so hopefully just confirm you're still here for me. And if I bring these back. Kathy, hello. Let me mark you off as being here. Okay, so Kathy, you've got 2 curious crunches. So what we'll do is we'll do your first one. We'll find out what jewellery you've got with all your guesses and bits and bobs. And then before we do the oyster opening, we'll do the second one and then all the oysters together at the end, if that's okay. So we'll just need one number to start with because you may get to stick, or you maybe you need to do your guess first. So which first apple would you like? 1 through to 9. Which one? Oh, not that you guys can see. Again, I'll hold it up closer so you can see. But which number would you like? Chanel? Is that to see Kathy? I can see Kathy Rax. I couldn't see Carol Gale, if that makes sense. That'll be fine. And number 3. So if I just cover up the jewellery, you can see that there is number 3. Again, I do apologise that it's backwards. It's just because I hand wrote it. No, don't be sorry, Chanel. So, Kathy. Number 3, what do you think this is? Do you think it could be a silver pendant, a crystal pendant, earrings, or a bracelet? I think for the next live, I'll get like a little pop-up that goes do 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 do. You think it's going to be a silver pendant? Okay, so let's go down. So again, you can see number 3 there. Take the lid off. And it's not a silver pendant, it is a bracelet. So you don't get to pick another apple with this one if you're not happy. However, it is a lovely bracelet, so I do hope you will be happy with this one. So this is a 925 silver, 7.5 inches long bracelet. Now this one has got a couple of different links. So we've got, if I just grab this here to show you. So it comes with one oyster opening, and you can choose to have your pearl on or off the jewellery. It is a charm bracelet, so you can then add pearls or charms on which have got lobster fittings, and you can do that on any of the links. So this one, you've got a textured larger link to start with. Okay, so a textured, which is like a twisted rope effect silver here. You've got 3 slightly smaller links which are in a row, and then you go back to the textured, so it's that design all the way through. So textured, 3 slightly smaller, and textured again. Now when I say smaller, they're still quite a good size there. So I hope you're happy with that bracelet. And let me just top up apple number 3 again, and we'll do your second pick. So I've literally just got a bag next to me with lots of jewellery in. So I'm not sort of picking, I'm just diving in. So this is the bag. I'm just diving in and pulling out an item, popping it in. So I'm not being selective or anything like that. So apple number 2, which number would you like to go for, Kathy? Oh, Dawn, I'm glad you're happy with it. Number 1, and you think it is a crystal pendant. So that is number 1. Just to prove to you, if I show you number 7, I just do my 7s with a bit going across the middle. So that is definitely number 1. Okay. So let's go down. You think that this one is a crystal pendant. Open up your apple, and in here you've got a second bracelet, Kathy. A second bracelet. So again, the guess is incorrect there. We don't have that right, so we can't give the option of another apple. However, this one again comes with one oyster opening. You can choose to have your pearl on or off the jewellery. Now this one I believe is the twisty, I think it's the twisty bow bracelet, but I'd have to double check the name on the website. So you can, if you again, sorry, let me start again. You again have the twisted silver rope effect with the link here. You've then got like a twisty bow. So this one here is, if you imagine a larger link twisted, leaves you with 2 smaller sections at the end and almost looks like a bow. Then you go back to the rope effect. So bow, rope effect, bow, and you can actually have pearls or charms on the twisty one or either side of the bow effect. I hope that makes sense. It is stunning when you see it close up, to see all the details. It on its own is a lovely piece because of the details. Don't have it, so you're happy. Oh, bless you, Kathy. Well, I hope you're happy with both of those 2 bracelets there. So again, you can choose whether to have the pearls on or off the jewellery. And they both come with 1 oyster opening each. So let me just pop this one back again. So 2 oysters altogether then. What 2 oysters would you like, and would you like to keep or would you like to donate your shells? Nunu for both. Oh, there we go. Don't want to knock them over, and see what we get, and then we'll go from there. Donate the shells. Okay, so 1 and 2. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh, that's full. How did you carry that? Let me take it. I'm not going to be able to, I can't even reach it to sip it. I'm not going to be able to lift that up. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's cold. Thank you ever so much, Bab. So Aaron's just brought me a drink in, which was like over the rim. It had like a dome. I don't understand how he didn't spill it. He's made me a milkshake, bless him. Okay, so Kathy, you do get the donated pearl. Thank you, Carol, for reminding me. So the donated pearl was going to the next person who is here on the order list. So Kathy, you are here, which means if we go down, you have already got the two-tonal TARDIS and Pepsi Blue. Now we can't swap this one out, so it is a bonus pearl for you. I hope you're happy with that one. And Carol, again, thank you for reminding me, because as soon as I called out Kathy, I did look at the pearl, but then I just forgot to say. Okay, so that one is yours, and then your two new rainbow oysters are here. So we're going to be donating the shells, and then you'd like to see what comes out, and then we'll go from there. So oyster number 1. There's one side. And the other side. And in here we've got a runaway there. And there's no more in that one. So your first pearl is a darker pearl. Now I'm just going to dry him up just to confirm the colour here. He is a chocolatey purple. I'm just going to give him a quick rub again. Okay, so chocolatey purple pearl. Now I'm going to say he's a base chocolate, but as you go around, so you've got silver there, and then can you see the purple as you go around as well? So two-tonal sort of chocolatey purple with a splash of silver. Moving on to Nunu Rainbow Oyster number 2. Now this one itself is slightly larger than the last one. There's one side. And the other side. And in here, there's a little bit of flesh on that side, but we can see there's no pearls there. I can see, though, you are twinning. And there's no more in that one. Now, I'm just going to have a closer look at the colour again. Sorry, the oyster had a little seaweed accident down the front there. So, colour-wise, this one here is the darker of the two, and he is a more two-tonal gunmetal grey. So you can see the slight different shades there with the gunmetal grey. This one, though, is a base dark green. Sorry, if I just get refocused. There we go. So base dark green, but he does have slight silvery tones to him. So you can see it gets slightly darker and slightly silvery tones coming through as well. So altogether, you've got that two-tonal TARDIS and Pepsi Blue. You've got that chocolatey silver purple, and then you've got twinning. One is a gunmetal grey, one is a darker base green. Now, as you know, Kathy, if you're happy with these, that's perfect. If you're not happy, we can swap them for you. And then I'll need to know which ones you'd like where. So with the bracelets, we've got the twisty bow bracelet, which was the second one, and then the first one had the 3 links and then the twist link. Okay, so the first one we'll call, just for now on the live, because I can't remember the proper name for it on the website, the 3 link, which was the first one, and twisty bow for the second one. Okay, so if I run all of your pearls through the board here, the two-tonal blue is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he is an 8. The chocolatey purple silver is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, not a 7, not a 7.5, he's an 8. And then the gunmetal grey twin number 1 is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5, he's a 7. And then the silvery green is not a 5, not a 5.5, not a 6, not a 6.5. He is a 7 as well. Oh, bless you, Angela. Did you go and double check the names for me? Oh, that's amazing. Thank you. So Angela says that the first one is the Maddie bracelet and the second one is the twisted bow. Blue on one bracelet, greenish one on the other, and donate the 2 to the next 2 people. Let's keep the giving going. Oh, bless you. Okay, do you have a preference on which one, which colour on which item? So if I just bring you up here. I can choose. Okay. So we've got one being the blue and one being the green, and then you'd like to donate the next 2 pearls to the next couple of people on the order list. Bless you. Okay, so I've just popped that down there for you, and they're both on there. So Kathy, I hope you're happy with that. Very, very kind again here, and I hope that you'll be happy with everything once it arrives as well. And that's safe up there for you. It really is, Julie. Rather than kitchen roll. Oh, bless you, Charlotte. No, I understand the question, as it has been asked before. Kathy, you're very welcome. So I have considered it definitely, but the oysters, I don't know if you can see, but a lot of the time the oysters are leaking as well, if you like. So they are soaked in a solution, almost to preserve it in a way. So because of that, there is that solution left over. I call it seaweed. It's not seaweed, but that's what I sort of refer to. So because they sort of leak, and then obviously you've got the bits of shell everywhere, I'd find if I had sort of like a continuous cloth here, for example, or even just doing it straight onto this board. So if I did it straight onto this board, it would be too slippy, and it would just sort of go everywhere, and it's more dangerous for my hands, if that makes sense. Now if I did it onto a cloth, not only would that get very sodden very quickly with the leaking, it also wouldn't move the shell bits that break off very easily. And because of that, if I show you, so these shells, so this is an oyster shell that I've just opened. These shell bits that come at the top, as you can see, they're quite pointy. Okay, so the shells themselves, they're not sharp, but if you break them, they can be sharp. So if you imagine then having the sharp bits, that's just leaked down there again. If you imagine having the sharp bits here, if it's on a cloth and I knock the cloth and then they stick up, I've then opened an oyster and then it's gone into me. Okay, if that makes sense. So there is other reasons as well. So it is a couple of reasons why I have chosen to stay away from that and to stick to the kitchen towel. It's also more cleanly here, as you can see. After every time I open oyster, I do wipe down the knife. Obviously once I've finished the whole opening, I do disinfect everything. I clean down everywhere, as you would imagine that you have to. But that is a couple of reasons why I do use the kitchen towels. But I completely understand the question, and I have considered different options in the past, but for me, I found that this way is the best way for me, if that makes sense. If I ever decide to move just to mystery oysters, it may be a different question, because they don't have all the little bits flying off as and like sort of breaking off as often, so you could sort of pick those out. But at the moment, with the variety that we've got, it's just, yeah, it's not possible at the moment, if that makes sense. That was a really long answer. I hope that's okay. And I actually think that's the end of the order list for today. Let me just refresh this here. We've had a couple of people who haven't been here as well, and I haven't seen Alison or Carol come back on yet. So what I'll do is, Kathy has just donated these 2 pearls to the next couple of people on the order list. So I've popped these in a bag, and I'm about to just make a little note for them as well. And this will be carried over to Sunday's live. Okay, so Sunday's live, these will be donated to the people on the order list there, which is paying it forward. So Kathy, I hope that's okay. But so it will definitely be passed on. It just won't be this evening, as that is the end of the order list, my lovely. Okay, so as a reminder, we're live on Sunday from around 7:30 p.m. The Curious Crunch game will be here for the next, I imagine the next 2 weeks. Yeah, I imagine the next 2 weeks. And I hope you all have a brilliant weekend, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.